Hey, what's up everybody, this is the Classic Tycoon here, and we're back for episode 5 of the Whitewater Park Let's Play series. And the last one here, we built the looping roller coaster in the center of the lake. So that is now up and running. Looking at our guest count, we're at about 756 exactly. So 150 more guests in the park, and we will have already reached our goal. And then at that point, we just got to maintain those guests so we can achieve our goal at the end of year 3. So today I would like to try to build another roller coaster. Probably we'll see what we've got available. Maybe some other rides, I'm not sure yet. So looking at our cash, we do need to get that up a little bit. We are also we do have some loans to take care of still, but that new roller coaster should help out a lot with funding our next roller coaster or rides or whatever we end up doing. Now, just taking a peek around the park, I'm trying to figure out a good spot to put something. Right here could be a good place for some gentle rides or some thrill rides. But we don't really have anything that we haven't already built except for water rides. So nothing available right there. Looking at these water rides, it's more boats and stuff. We've already got some. Now looking at the notification at the bottom of the screen here, we got Whitewater Rapids still hasn't been fixed. I feel like I got that in the last one, and sometimes you gotta check on this. So this mechanic is stuck over here, and he can't figure out how to get over to the Whitewater Rapids because of where he was. And at some point I'm gonna have to build a pathway connecting the two sides of the park, and I'll do that eventually. Right now I want to just try to get a mechanic over to that side of the park so that they can fix that ride. So if you guys ever run into that problem where a ride is just not being fixed, check on your mechanics, make sure that they're not lost or stuck. I've got to move these mechanics around because they're just not finding it where they're too far away. So hopefully that will fix the problem. New ride. We've got a Wooden Wild Mine ride. Why don't we go ahead and build one of those today? So I think this area, I was saying it would be good for a gentle ride, but it actually would probably fit a Wooden Wild Mine ride pretty much perfectly since they're so small. So let's go ahead and build one of those. Alright, so I'm going to start the station platform over here in this divot. The nice thing about these rides is that you've got those very tight turns that you can do in order to get the the track where you want it to go. So we're going to start this thing out with a steep dip right here, and I'm going to go underground. You always have to have, you don't have to, but I just always like to have at least one part of the roller coaster go underground when it's one of these Wooden Wild Mines. And we'll just have it at the very start. I don't want to go too crazy with it. This was just a nice, easy way of getting that thing to go underground for a second. So we'll do a dip into a chain lift here, and then we'll continue to build the rest of the ride here. So these Wooden Wild Mines, they're actually a lot of fun to build. I really do like them, and I actually like the aesthetics of this roller coaster more than the Wild Mouse or the Wooden Wild Mouse. And they always achieve pretty good excitement ratings as well as intensity ratings, but if you watch the ride you could understand why these things would have high intensity ratings, because the carts are almost they're tipping as they go, so that would be something that would cause a ride to be pretty intense. At least I would think so. So that's probably why the roller coasters are that way in the game. Alright, so we're going to actually start wrapping this thing up right here. We didn't make it too tall, so at this point I imagine the wooden or the carts will be going actually pretty slow. So we're just going to build some some rolling hills right here in order to get the cart all the way home. Like I said before, we built this nice and tight in here, and we can do these sharp turns to get to the end. I'm going to add a couple pieces of station platform so we can have some more carts going, and then we'll go ahead and test this thing out. We'll do 1 cart per train, and we'll do 8 trains or carts. Alright, and now it is up and running. So let's go ahead and just watch this thing test. So it actually didn't go too fast that entire time, which is actually, I think, a good thing. That'll keep us from having those high G-forces. So we'll wait for the excitement rating and the intensity rating and see what those are looking like here. And there we go, 7.01 excitement rating. That's pretty decent. High intensity rating, but that's to be expected. So let's rename it. We'll recolor it, and we'll build in a queue line and an exit pathway. There we go. Just the price here, and that roller coaster is open for business. Alright, so that's 2 roller coasters in a row. A couple of good episodes here to get us started. We're only in March of year 2, so we got a long way to go on this thing. We're already filling up the park pretty quick, so we'll make sure to try to keep ourselves busy through the rest of this thing, and we'll figure out what we're going to do in the next one. If you guys like this episode, please give me a like. Let me know what you thought about it. If you like the Wood and Wild mine ride, give me some ideas of what you'd like to see in the next one, and I'll try to build it if it's available. Thanks for watching, guys, and we'll catch you next time.